Have another song that we're going to play right before we start the stream. But I wanted to tell you guys, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. We got Peepaw Riveter in chat. Okay, man, we got some allegations to go through with you. We got Mr. Gamer, the pro gamer, in chat. We got Ashes to Ashes. Thank you guys and everyone for watching. Make sure you get yourself a second pot of coffee, because I know we all had some good coffee when we were watching Riveter today. Or, you know, if you're more of the Monster variety, get yourself a second can of Monster, and hopefully you guys had your breakfast today, because, you know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You know, me personally, like everyone, you know, they talk about how they have like a breakfast sandwich or like a cereal, or heck, maybe even like a muffin, right? I think people sleep on peanut butter and jelly toast. They sleep on that because it's absolutely delicious, okay? And you can't tell me otherwise. Shoot those likes up. I agree with Mr. Gamer here. Make sure you hit that like button, because we're going to expose Riveter before we talk about the Jalen allegations. Anyway, we have one more song with us. It's conveniently Confidential Liar. I mean, it doesn't go with the theming. It totally doesn't go with the theming today or anything. Not at all. Anyway, you guys enjoy, and I'll be back right after this song. Riv has been caught. He's running, y'all. I agree, Ember Lily. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are confused on what we're talking about exactly. Well, we have this tweet right here from Ember Lily. First, Riveter tries to deny it, but just when we had his back against the wall, his computer crashed. The real evidence comes out Monday on the Henhouse podcast. Now, I'm sure you guys, I'm assuming the majority of you have watched Riveter's morning show, but for those of you who haven't and are a bit confused what's going on, it's recently been outed by the girls over at the Henhouse podcast that Riveter has a third son. And he did an entire live stream trying to deny it. Can you believe that? He tried to deny his third son. In fact, let me get it right here for you. All right. Okay, here we are. This is him trying to deny the claims.
Huge fan of Miss Ember Lily. Now, Miss Bunny Button. Where do I start?
Look, and this is the weird thing, right? If you really didn't have a third son, why would you even need to address allegations in the first place? That makes no sense whatsoever, unless you were afraid of the truth. And that's what's happening here, guys. Riveter is afraid of the truth coming out, because as soon as he knows, as soon as his third son is exposed, then his other sons, that's right, the other sons, are going to come out. And here he's trying to play defense for himself. He's trying to deny all the claims.
Let's get into this, and let's just listen to these allegations. Amber's face. She is taken aback. Now, we go on.
Cooter just calls him dad. Y'all hear that?
Paul's been my dad for.
Look at that. Pooters is trying to tell his story. And Riveter is not giving it any legitimacy whatsoever. Shame on you, Riveter. Shame on you.
For 24 years.
Peepaw's been his dad this whole time.
Birthed me in 1998.
Birthed him in 1998, and he's 24 years old.
Look here, he's trying to delegitimize it already. Shame on him. Yeah, that stream crash wasn't coincidence. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, he's trying to say, oh, you know, my PC just crashed, guys. I don't know what happened. Well, here's the thing. Here's what Riveter doesn't want you to find out. Because, all right, Riveter, okay, 7 months ago, he tried to make an exposed video on me. But here's the thing, right? I'm now the exposer. Because here's the thing, guys. I'm Riveter's fourth child. He doesn't want you to know that. He's been trying to keep it under wraps ever since he found out. But I'm his fourth son. It definitely wasn't a coincidence. Exactly, Ember Lily, it was not whatsoever. And shame on Riveter, in fact. Ember Lily, if you wanted to call in to explain your evidence against Riveter, fine by me. You know, I think we should platform these allegations against Riveter because of what he's done. Honestly, shame on him. Kind of get some F's in the chat for Riveter, guys. Yeah, because these allegations, man. These are not just allegations. These are this is the truth. This is the truth of the matter, and the fact that he's trying to deny his sons is shameful. Be a better father. You're not even Southern, John. Riveter must really get around. He does. He had to take a business trip to Ohio one day, and you know, birds and the bees happened. Our evidence will come out Monday. Gotcha. I'll make sure to react to that, guys. Remember, guys, go to subscribe to Ember Lily, the Henhouse podcast. They're going to reveal even more evidence against Riveter, and it really needs to be exposed because Riveter. We need to stop Riveter before he gets too much power, okay? We see what happens when content creators get too much power on their hands, and this is what happens. Shame on them. Shame on them. Anyway, guys, let's start the actual show today, shall we? And you know, it's not a nerdy in the morning if we don't talk about some nerd stuff, okay? So, if you guys haven't seen, Season 2 of The Last of Us has already been greenlit, and they're working on it. Now, I haven't seen the first season yet, and I believe they're at, episode 3? I want to say episode 3 or 4 now. And I've heard nothing but good things about this show so far, which I'm thankful for because, like, The Last of Us video game is awesome. Like, I don't know how many of you guys have played it before, whether it's like the original game, the remaster, or the part 1 remake. Let's see. The employees at Waffle House will represent him as a lawyer. I mean, if he's got Waffle House employees as his lawyer, I think he might win then. Riveter is the next Jeffree Star. We have to expose him. True. But anyway, yeah. If you guys have ever played The Last of Us video game, you know that the story is so well done. It really is. It's an excellent story with some pretty decent gameplay, too. And I'm glad to hear that they're doing the game justice so far. Because honestly, like, even though in like the past couple of years we've actually gotten pretty okay adaptation of video games, at least when it comes to like movies, right? Like, the Angry Birds movie was okay for kids. Same with the Sonic movie. And who knows, like the Mario Brothers movie might actually be pretty decent as well. And then I believe we've gotten like a few other live action ones. I think people are Last of Us is amazing, true, Ember. Like, I think people, like, if I remember correctly, people liked the last like Hitman movie, and they also liked the Assassin's Creed movie. Question: I'm curious. Do you plan on covering Velma? Now that's an interesting question. So I want to cover Velma when the the season is over, because I want to see what all of this is leading up to. You know what I mean? I want to see what exactly their plans are with this. Because, like, I'll be honest, I've been keeping up with the show, right? And from what I've seen so far, I do not like it. I know that's, oh wow, John, really brave take there. You don't like the Velma show. But honestly, it's a pretty bad show. Like, characters are just butchered, you know? It's not even just, oh, they made fun of Fred for being a white guy. It's Velma's character has been butchered to the nth degree, honestly. So has Shaggy's character. Shaggy's character used to be, he's just a dude trying to chill out, right? Now they've made him a simp, overly obsessed with Velma, seeking her approval at every turn. Daphne is, Daphne's character overall it wasn't the biggest change, but at the same time, it's just awful the way they went about it. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I mean, luckily we have other Scooby-Doo properties going on right now. Like Mystery Incorporated was a great show. I think they still do the direct-to-video movies, and then they also have the theatrical movie that came out a couple years ago, Scoob. I don't think it was that bad, honestly. I mean, considering what we got now, right? Oh, and another thing, guys, we are 5 subs away from 1,500 subscribers. So, if you could, share out the stream, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already yet, honestly, because the year-end goal is to hit 3K, and I would love to hear that soon. Hear that soon. Hit that soon. Jesus Christ, I can't speak this morning. Maybe I need a third cup of coffee. Jesus. Mindy Kelly, Velma's voice actress, forced a kiss upon her coworker, which was effectively essay, and she threatened to fire him if he ever spoke out. Yeah, I saw that clip. It's really, really weird. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So I understand that what I do on the show is effectively like React content. All right. If you don't like React content, that's perfectly fine, right? I totally agree. When it comes to a video format, I'm generally of the same opinion that I don't really like React content. But, you know, on Twitch, it's kind of the norm to, like, just watch TV shows. Well, this girl took it to a whole nother level, believe it or not. Not only is she showing a TV show, but she's not even reacting to it. And you might be saying, oh, it's just because you're not showing her face cam. She might be talking over it. No. She's sleeping. She's sleeping while playing this. As Nicholas Doria says, this is effing unreal. Twitch culture accepting this degenerate crap is going to F up streaming for everyone else. She's effing sleeping off cam, literally AFK for 11 hours, and freebooting American Ninja Warrior the entire time. This is ridiculous. You're gone 11 hours, and all you're doing is showing... All you're doing is you're showing a TV show. You're not even commenting on it. That's the irritating thing right there. Is the fact that all of a sudden this absolutely needs to be like made fun of. I'm not even going to say call out, because call out emphasizes this is a serious matter. No, this needs to be made fun of. Honest to God, she needs to be made fun of. Like, even if she did, like, this, I'm guessing this is what, like a cam girl? Like, yeah, it looks like a Twitch cam girl. Why not just, like, this is what the American Ninja Warrior, yeah, it is copyright material. We all know this, yeah. This is absolutely ridiculous. To have 11 hours of nothing but a copyrighted TV show play that you don't own the rights to, mind you. And your chat is watching this, and I guarantee you she's still getting subs and donations from this. You know, at least with sleeping streams, you have to show yourself. You know, she's just sleeping and having a TV show on in the background. How is that creative to any degree whatsoever? Like, how are we allowing this? Remember, guys, don't be like a Twitch girl. Always, if you're going to react to stuff, at least put your face in the corner. Jesus Christ. Also, I know Riveter kind of gave his perspective on it a little bit, but I wanted to talk about it too. Ethan Klein tweeting out, F the police, F the institution, F the booklickers who support them, F the politicians that overfund them, F the people that train them, F the police unions, F the qualified immunity. Last year, the police killed 1,200 people. F the police. And Donovan, aka Young Crypt, says, tweeted this from his mansion inside a gated community. This is true. And I know Riveter showed the Nicholas DiRollo treat, but this is true. If anyone went to protest or riot in his gated community, right? They broke down the fences, they started rioting because they don't like the rich people that live in them, right? Ethan Klein would be the first neighbor, the first person in the neighborhood to call the police. Because here's the thing, right? This is the thing with all the celebrities that have been promoting the rioting. You promote it until it's an inconvenience to you. That's always how it's been. You promote stuff until it's an inconvenience to you. And that's the sad reality of it all. The whole Twitch meta, the whole Twitch TV meta annoys me. I've seen Disguised Toast react to Death Note. Pokimane hosted an Avatar watch party, etc., and hardly any consequences came of it. Well, eventually, like, here's the thing, right? If you remember, like, Twitch, all they were able to do is, like, for a while, they used to just let you play copyrighted songs. Also, holy crap, we got D-Max in call. D-Max, how are you, buddy?
Yo. Sorry, hold on. I gotta pause your video.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing?
Hi, guys. This is long-time listener, first-time caller, D-Max.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm so nervous. Lol.
Yeah. So, yeah, what's your, so what would you like to comment on? Would you like to comment on the Riveter accusations? Would you like to give your opinion on Ethan Klein's gated community or the Twitch meta?
Well, since you're talking about the Ethan Klein thing, I mean, the only thing I will say is that I was arrested on a beach for laying out during the pandemic. So ever since then, my view of police has just been kind of a little bit less than it was back then, because I definitely shouldn't have been arrested or given a misdemeanor charge just for laying down on a beach. But
how dare you? You're spreading COVID.
Yeah. Listen, that's like a whole story. Maybe at some point I'll make like a little video about it. I tried making a video at some point about it, but it was like too depressing, and I was like, oh god, I gotta delete this shit. No, but like, so just as far as like the Ethan Klein thing is concerned, like, I'm sorry, is he like a scholar? Like, are we supposed to like listen to or look up to Ethan Klein?
We're supposed to listen to his deep political insight now.
I can't believe that that's the way it's kind of gone with him, where now he is like a political guru for some people. Like, does anybody take his opinion serious about anything? Really?
Apparently his fan base does. Well, this is a weird thing. Like, he does his political podcast with Hassan, like the Leftovers podcast, because they're left leaning, ha ha ha. But like, even like a lot of his core fan base does not like that show. That's why they initially like stopped it. But now I guess they're too. Because here's the thing, right? The whole point of doing that podcast was to keep his political stuff to the side and not do it on the show. But now he's still doing his political stuff on the show.
I mean, if he wants to do politics, just like do politics. That like, but my thing is that like I don't, I mean, like I
he's
often
not
have a problem
informed
when
on
people
it though.
like
that's the problem.
That's
like
that's the
he
issue.
never...
Well, no. Okay. Well, you can have a political show where you're not politically informed. Like I would advise against it, because then you would be making uninformed decisions and spreading that around to like the masses and stuff. But like you could do that reasonably. My problem is that he's often on these shows where he's doing that kind of thing, but then he's also doing the clown nose off thing. It's like, if you are doing that, then you have to be serious. Like you can't just like do bullshit takes that, people are going to have a problem with. Like you're going to need to have a little bit more like substance to what you're talking about, and not just have it be like, which is just like most of the shit that Ethan Klein does. It's just, I don't know.
With his chin protruding out.
Exactly.
His double chin.
Wait, so have you gotten into the Peepaw stuff, or?
I have, dude. I have. I'm telling you, it's real convenient that as soon as the allegations, start getting serious, the PC crashes.
So I have a scoop.
Ooh, okay.
Peepaw called me after the stream.
Oh yeah.
And we had a little conversation. I wasn't trying to point any fingers or anything like that. I was trying to stay a neutral party as best as I could. I stayed up for the past 72 hours actually trying to vet these allegations against Peepaw. you know, I've been trying to give him, you know, the fair shake, and so I'm very glad that he finally called me, you know, after avoiding me in this conversation for a while. I think he must have saw something after this live stream. So he actually showed me the photo in question.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I can tell you this much. I didn't get a chance to screen grab it. I wish I had, but I can tell you this much. The photo, quote unquote, that Peepaw was going to show on his live stream was definitely photoshopped, but it was photoshopped by Peepaw.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
He's falsifying his own evidence?
Mask off. I was surprised too. You know, I didn't
Mhm.
expect that. I didn't have enough time, unfortunately, to confront him on that fact. But you know, I let it slip by. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what comes of all of this. You know, because I hear that Amber Lily and Dear Old Bunny are going to be doing another stream on Monday. Oh no! Oh God! Do you see who's in call in?
Oh, wait. Oh, boy, it's Riveter. Okay, it's time to confront him on this. All right, Riveter. Or,
Hi, Peepaw. How's it going?
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
or
how you
should
doing this
should I
morning?
say father? Should I say father?
Max, you suffer out here suffering from your stage 5. What was it, clown? I don't.
Yeah, it's Clown Reynolds syndrome. It's a very serious
Yeah.
ordeal, okay, people? I don't need you to be making fun of my
Oh,
not ability to be able to see NSFW anymore. Okay?
I'm not making light of that. I understand
You
that as a
did this to
very
me.
serious condition. No, sir. No, sir. I cannot believe you're out here. You've bought into this slanderous train that is coming against me. I am wholesome and good. I would never do these things.
Two things can be true at once, okay, Peepaw? Two things can be true at once.
No,
you can
sir.
be wholesome,
No.
you can be nice, but you can also have a son that is just on the streets for years until he's picked up by a roving circus, okay? So I don't want to hear it, Peepaw.
Also,
Address the allegations as they come.
D-Max, do we want to reveal it now that you're the 5th son?
That's not canon.
Listen, guys. Peepaw did sow a little wild oats in his youth, but
It all
unlike
comes
All Blacks-
out. It all comes out.
But hang on. However, unlike Bo Blacks, Peepaw always practiced safe procedures. Always.
But Peepaw, see, I looked into that possibility as well.
Yeah.
Did you know that the elasticity of a balloon is not the same elasticity of a condom?
Oh, really?
Yes, actually, balloons are about 10 times more likely to not stay within their full, you know, ability of use in that instance, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
I'll catch your drift.
I'm just saying, like, what is the likelihood, you know, that you might have accidentally, you know, as some of us do from time to time, picked up a balloon to make a balloon animal, thinking that was going to be the way to solve your problems, to, you know, tie a knot in that balloon, as it were. But it popped. What would you say the likelihood of that would be, since we have you here?
Slim to none, because
Okay.
I can distinctly remember going into the local gas stations and spending the 50 cents for the gas station specials. So no, I don't think
The gas station.
So was that
specials.
so? What would that be with inflation, though? Because that was a long time ago, I'm guessing, right?
Probably $200 now.
I don't know what they cost in the gas stations these days, but back in my days, I want to think they were like a quarter or 50 cents, something like that.
Okay, so what I'm saying, all I'm saying is that, like, that doesn't seem like an appropriate amount of money for a condom. Again, I think my perception of what the deal is that you accidentally got a balloon, and the balloon does not work as well as a condom. All right. Now I'm saying it was the dead of the night.
Speaking of gas stations, I hate to interrupt this, but I've been sent a clip by Maggot Addits. Yeah, and she quote tweets this by saying, "Ma'am, please just pump your gas and go." Now I was confused, and it turns out it's this right here. I think it's okay to show this because it's just like
long distance.
what?
Oh,
What is this? Why Maggot Edits? Why are you showing me this?
what?
Man.
Is this relevant?
I don't know. I
Wait,
don't know.
yes.
Gas prices are high, but jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, where is it? There's only some places where you can't pump your own gas. I'm just gonna go ahead and move there.
On an unrelated note, totally. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So okay, Peepaw. You have to.
Yes.
So you have to. You were going to show this photo. Would you be so kind maybe to share the photo that you were going to share on your live stream with Nerdy John, so that we can all see it for ourselves, so that we can all see what you were. Because really, then it so that you're not running away from this, which I think you are.
I will show this. Yes, I will show it. Hang on a second here.
Okay, because this will clear a lot of things up, I think,
You think
because there's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of confusion around a lot of this stuff, and there's some people lobbing. I don't know who this is, but somebody's lobbing the allegation that maybe you photoshopped this photo.
You
So,
did.
I don't know
lobbied
who
the
said-
allegation.
I-
I heard
I-
the
you
allegation.
No, D-Max heard that
I don't know who
you
said
were
that.
photoshopping it.
I
He
do.
didn't say
I-
that you were photoshopping.
No, I would never. I wouldn't do that. I'm a neutral party in all of this, of course.
No,
All
you're
right, yeah,
not.
give me-
There's nothing about you that's neutral.
oh boy, here we go.
Can you
I
see
think
it yet?
it's.
Yeah, I've seen
I
it.
think it's obvious that this was a photo, and I got this straight from Cooter Pot Pie's Google Drive. This is obviously a Photoshop document.
Okay, okay. Now I appreciate it because it is a high quality rendering of whatever has happened.
Yes.
Would you be okay with sending me the raw file of it so I could dig through the code to
Yeah.
see who it is that actually photoshopped this image?
We're gonna John Swan this.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm just saying, like, I have
Yeah.
the skills, I have the ability to do so. Hold
Yeah,
on,
you
wait.
Go into
Wait,
the
maybe if I
metadata, right?
wait. Hold on, wait.
Mm.
Okay, no, it's bullshit. Reverter's fucking lying, and it's definitely the case that Cooter Pot Pie is, in fact, you are the father.
We knew it
That's a
all
lie.
along. We
That's a lie.
exposed
That's a
him
lie.
on Nerdy
That's
in the
a lie.
morning.
You think you can come on this show, on Dear Nerdy John show, and spread this kind of lie and slander, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm saying is that this image is totally 100% photoshopped. All right. I don't know what it is. Like, why is it that there's two clones of Peepaw? How does that make any sense?
Really?
You've been exposed.
Two clones of people.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between you two. Is that supposed to be like who is the one on the right supposed to be your son, or like how does that work?
Listen,
I think I'm looking at twin brothers here, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, you probably just took a picture of your twins and then showed it to us, trying to pass it off like it's poor Cooter Pot Pie.
it's quite obvious that you two are biased and have been mesmerized
Okay.
from the clown posse. And
What do
so-
I? Okay, it's definitely the word posse is interesting. Maybe put a U somewhere in there, and maybe it might be accurate. But regardless of any of that, okay, Reverter. Regardless of any of that, you know, and I know that there is something that is going to come out in all of this. All right, you could try to obfuscate, you can try to run, you can try to say your computer crashed, you can say whatever you want. All right, but we all know that there's something going on here.
Exactly.
So you could
There's
come out with
definitely
it.
something going on here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a bunch of bull dookie. That's what's going on right now.
Wait till you see my documents that you're my father, Riveter.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these documents, John. Holy crap!
You sounded like you just spit up your coffee.
I just about sprayed my coffee with all over the keyboard here, but
Reverter's not used to being exposed like this.
Exactly.
I'm not. I'm honestly, I'm
not used to the truth coming out like this.
Well,
you know?
I'll say this. I'll say this much. I hope when Nerdy John comes with his false allegations, I hope he's at least smart enough to get his dates right and not have to be corrected on what
That's
year he was
because you
born.
dropped that. No, people, I will not let you go with this. That is because you dropped Cooter Pot Pie on his head. He said so in your live stream chat. Okay, why
I
would he
dropped it on
lie?
his
He has
head?
no reason to lie.
Well, then, all right, that lends credence to that picture being photoshopped by
Oh,
Cooter Pot Pie. If
That's
he
a
was
good
dropped on
point.
his head, hello.
Oh, that's a good.
Well, no,
point.
if he was,
it would make sense why he
was,
looked so fucked up like the guy on the right did.
if he was
it
dropped
makes-
on his
makes
head,
a lot
he
of sense.
couldn't Photoshop then. You have to have a high IQ to
Well,
Photoshop.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure
Whoa.
that Miss Bunny Buttons is not helping him.
So
Oh,
what
you're
you're now
saying
accusing is
maybe
you're
Bunny-
saying that she photoshopped.
Wow. The
She could
accusation.
be.
You have no evidence for any of this, Peepaw. What the hell?
They have no evidence either. That's the thing. I got
they
evidence.
exposed you on
I
Monday.
told you, I used my skill set and got into the Google Drive and got that picture.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a fucking clown show, okay, Reverter? Honk honk, that's you.
Oh, well, okay.
John, did you see that Def Noodles has been reaching out to people in commentary to try and mend the bridge? Yeah, me and Riveter saw that last night, and we thought it was hilarious. He's really trying. I think he's seeing that like Nick is good at live streaming, and so like he's just like, let me apologize to everyone. Maybe I can get more than 5 viewers a stream. I mean, right now we're doing better than Def Noodles when he live streams, okay? And I'm
Listen,
me.
all I'm saying is that Peepaw is he is going in like a super far direction, trying to get away from these things. But you know what? How you can help the people at home? You can press like on this stream, okay? We need to get the truth out there, all right? I'm very glad that Reverter. You know what? I'll give you this, Peepaw. I am very glad that you came on here so that you could, try to challenge some of these accusations, because I'll give you this. I'm coming in a little hot, okay, a little bit. Like I'm being pretty gracious, but I think I'm being very fair, and reasonable, handsome as well. But like all of these things, and you have come on here and you're defending yourself. So I do appreciate that, even though you're wrong and you're definitely lying.
Yeah, and Ember
So
Lily.
like the video.
Yeah, and
like
Ember
the
Lily
stream.
says, "How dare you accuse a sweet Southern woman? How dare you?"
That's right. That's what he's doing. I can't believe. I thought I knew who you were, Peepaw. Like, it's just crazy. Like the video.
yeah.
Watch the video.
Make sure you
listen,
subscribe and hit that bell
guys.
for all notifications.
I do have to hop off here because I do have to go finish fixing breakfast.
Running away.
Oh, a likely
Running
story.
away. Running
yes,
away.
Yes, running away. Fine. I'm running away to fix my wife's supper, or breakfast rather.
Okay.
And so
It's because you don't
if
want
you
her to
guys
find
want
out about your
continue
other
spinning
sons.
this, yeah. If you want to continue spinning this false narrative, and I think it's quite obvious at this point that not only is Max, but I think Nerdy John as well is now suffering from stage 5, if not stage 6. It may have actually elevated to stage 6 now of Clown Reynolds syndrome.
Listen,
That's
we could
fine.
all be so lucky. All right. I at first I was petrified. I was scared. I was but now I've really come to terms with the fact of seeing framed pictures of Burnt Reynolds every time I try to look at Boobas or Vijay. I mean, like, it happens, I'm fine with it. I've succumbed to that fate. I don't want to be cured,
Look,
honestly.
what Bunny sends me in our DMs is purely confidential. Okay, I can't talk. About them.
True. I can't talk about what she sends to your DMs either.
Exactly. So, but listen, I want to wish the girls over at the hen house all the best. I cannot
What about
wait.
Cooter? What about Cooter Pot Pie?
Yeah,
Cooter
exactly.
pot pie. I'm afraid this is probably going to have to wind up going before Maury, and we're going to have Dana weigh in on this.
Oh, there's going to be military tribunals. There's going to be military
think so?
tribunals.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, this is a very
I don't
serious
think about
accusation.
look.
I don't think you realize.
Well, yeah, but when Dana speaks, everybody listens, and so when Dana speaks to this, the evidence is going to show that Peepaw will be exonerated, and that I am not the father. I think that's
Well, in case that happens, I just want to say that I've always trusted and thought, the world of you, Peepaw, and that I don't think you would ever lie. If you're true, if you're telling the truth, like, I don't think you would ever lie. I never would have said anything to the opposition. Obviously.
exactly as Ren says in the chat. Free Peepaw. These allegations, I'm telling you guys, will not.
Hashtag justice for Cooter. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if it ends up panning out towards Peepaw, then yeah, I was team Peepaw the whole time, obviously.
Right.
Of course, without a doubt. Right?
Guys, I wasn't going against him. I swear. I'm not trying to save my
No.
career.
If it pans out.
Well, listen, I do have to go. You guys have a great, John, have a great stream.
Yeah.
And make sure, hey guys, seriously, make sure to get those likes up. There's like 21
Yes.
of you in here. We've only got 13 likes. Smack the like button, because if you don't, Nerdy John's going to have another, crisis, and he's going to go maybe even stage 7 clown Reynolds syndrome. We don't know. We don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes with this syndrome. So get those likes up and help the guy out. And you guys have a great day.
And I don't want to find out
Have a
either.
good one, people.
Yeah.
Anyway, D-Mac,
We cornered him.
Yeah, we did.
we
We,
cornered him.
owned him.
Yeah.
We owned him.
hmm
Would you like to stay to hear more about the allegations brought upon by others as well?
I mean, sure. Yeah, I can hang for a minute.
Yeah. So, do you remember who Floptina is by chance?
Yeah, so I think I had like maybe a few interactions with Floptina at some point, like early on when the Twitter spaces for like Salvo and stuff were happening. But I don't really know too much about Floptina other than like they're just kind of obnoxious or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, they're gay obnoxious. That's what it is. Let's be honest. It's gay obnoxious. They're sassy gay. That's their entire
Gay
personality.
noxious.
And listen, for those of you, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you know, but for those of you who don't know, Floptina used to be the co-host for some of Xylie's streams. In fact, they had a dedicated day. I think it was like Sunday Talk with Floptina or something like that. Anyway, they were he would give his input on the drama that was going on. But then Floptina decided to switch sides for some reason. He decided to go to the Salvo news team and started becoming friends with them. So
Why would you do that?
I don't.
Like, why?
Because especially like Floptina's whole thing is that he hates drama.
Wait. But okay, so
He
wait,
hates
wait.
toxic people.
Floptina.
but he's
So
he's-
Floptina.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But like,
No, I was just gonna ask. Like, Floptina did all this after the fact, like after all of the Salvo stuff came out. Then he
no,
switched?
No. He switched sides like a little bit before all that came out, but he's still
was this during like the Xylie versus Salvo thing? Where
yes.
She, like screamed on stream and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also another thing too is he's still friends with the Salvo news team, by the way. He's still friends with them.
Okay.
Again, he hates toxicity, he hates drama, but he went to a toxic drama news team.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit hypocritical to say the least.
Yeah. We have this tweet that says, "Dearest Floptina, I would at you, but you conveniently have me blocked, LMAO. So, what was the real reason you couldn't do Sundays with me? I would have respected you more if you wouldn't have lied. I guess those now recording boys were right about you all along, huh?" So the context there is, for those of you who don't know, Floptina speaking of like the Salvo news team and stuff, right? He tried to like pretend that he wasn't actually beefing with Salvo, and he made this like really really bad diss track. And like, haha guys, it was an epic troll this entire time. And so Matt and the boys had a theory that he made that diss track at the last minute to try and save face. Also, too, Floptina says in the Discord server that that he has he works with rich people, and that he has
I've heard that before.
Yeah, and that he has $1 million. And then when they were speculating that on one of the episodes, Floptina was angry, and he said, "I never said I was a millionaire. I just said I have $1 million. Okay."
So what's the difference between those two things? Also, I think another thing, because you had brought this up on a live stream in the past about Floptina and all that. Excuse me, so good morning. And like my thing is that like I actually do work with people who have a lot of money, and work with people who work with people directly who have a lot of money, like in those types of like assistant positions and like hairdressers and that kind of thing. And you know what they love to do, or don't love to do, is go around telling people that they work for rich people. Like those types of people, usually you would never guess, you would never assume, because they don't tell anybody, you know? So, just saying, it's kind of interesting.
It's weird. It's weird that you have to talk about it in a Discord. You know. Like,
Yeah, it's
guys,
weird.
I totally work for these millionaires. That's why I'm hanging out in the Discord server.
I mean, if it's true and you're doing it, then it means you're a narcissist or something.
Yeah.
So there's problems.
Never suspended. I just deleted LOL. I hate the commentary freaks. I legitimately was embarrassed to have ever been on Xylee's quote-unquote channel.
I mean, it is a channel. I don't know why you're going quotes, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm deeply embarrassed that my voice is associated with commentary YouTube. L for me. But again, guys, I hate drama, but talking about drama. And
Engaging in drama, as saying don't like drama.
Yeah. And then here is the original message that Floptina sent to Xylee, saying that he couldn't do her show anymore. Hey,
so that's Xylee's. So the blue is Xylee.
Yeah. Hey, I signed a big contract this week and can't commit to Sunday shows anymore. I truly appreciate you having me on your channel, but I might need to work on some Sundays in the new year, so I need to prioritize my time. Sadly, I don't have the bandwidth to keep up with all this stuff anymore, and honestly, I've reached my threshold with internet drama. Hey, absolutely no problem. This podcast and my second channel and my main channel, all good. So he's just being two-faced here. He's just being a two-faced sassy gay.
So Floptina basically said in DMs to Xylee like, "Oh, no problems, no, let's let I'm just gonna go off and live my life, and I appreciate it, but bye."
Yeah.
And Xylee's like graciously, because Xylee's a gracious person, says, that's fine. I totally understand. Go with God, right? And then, what does Floptina do? Start talking shit. Start going into other people's things. Start talking more shit, and then claiming that he doesn't want anything to do with drama.
Yeah. Let's read some of the comments here. Smack Talk with Floptina. Yeah, that was the name of the show. I find it very interesting that I'm seeing a lot of people become anti-Xylee, and funny enough, they all coming from the same Discord server. To be honest, this doesn't make sense. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid PT is handing out in his Discord server, but it's potent. I think I'm glad I don't go on Discord. It seems like a mess. No, it doesn't make sense at all. I actually like the diss track, but we only need a sassy gay, and that's the filmmaker. True.
Stop, Hannah. Get out of here.
Yeah. I don't understand the Xylee and Floptina thing, but I still love Floptina. He's funny, says Ember Lily. Good morning, Spectre. I don't know, man. Floptina looking pretty fake and shady after all this. And as we know, Ember Lily and Xylee had a whole thing. After my thing with Xylee, all I'm saying is that you see online isn't the whole story. We don't know if/what happened behind the scenes, but Floptina doesn't need to go out with a poker face either. So Floptina hates commentary freaks and hates drama, but became a member of the Salvo News team. This map isn't adding up.
That's right.
That's
pretty much exactly it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, and then Maggot Edit says, what's funny is I remember that there were some S&T members who were saying that Floptina said he found Salvo's show more entertaining than Xylee, and that was before the diss track and stuff. Oh, and bye, Cam. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
This smells like some shit. I don't know.
It does not smell like Team Spirit.
Not smell like Team Spirit. Well, the one thing I will say too is that, and seems to be a problem that I think Xylee keeps on coming across. I think that people don't really get, I believe Xylee is always real, right? Like that's Xylee's thing. Xylee gets real. Xylee is real, But at the same time, I think that people don't understand that Xylee, when she's on stream or in front of an audience, might go a little bit harder than she would necessarily if she were in real life. Not to say it's fake, because it's not. It's just an exaggeration. It's for
like
show.
It's like Tommy's thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly the same type of thing, because these are real whole ass people who have real whole ass lives where they're not just terminally online, and so they think that everything that they say online is totally 100% accurate or true, or the exact depiction of whatever it is. So it's I think with Xylee, what ended up happening a lot, because that's I think what's kind of happened with the Ember Lily situation, right? Not to bring that whole thing back up, because they made up and everything's fine.
Yeah.
But it was a misunderstanding, a disagreement of just like words like being spoken, you know. And then once it was all cleared up that like, you know, oh, you know, it was just a misunderstanding, then it was fine. You know, it's like, can you imagine that happening? But now with somebody who's like totally insecure, because Ember Lily is also a real whole ass person and gets it, you know.
Yeah.
Like this happened to Tina or something like that, and Floptina is just gonna be like, oh well, screw you, Xylee. I don't fucking need your shit, you know.
Nah.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure that's an accurate. I've never heard Floptina speak, but
That's
I'm pretty
pretty
sure
much.
that's
It's like any like exaggerated like sassy gay speak. You got it.
Xylee, okay, I'm not gonna go on your Sunday show. You can't fucking make me, all right? I am so sick and tired of all this drama shit, and I am just gonna give you all the drama shit back to you because I am rubber and you are glue, and whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you, girl, okay? I don't fucking, I'm not gonna go on your fucking Sunday shows anymore.
Watch someone clip this and send it to him, and he's like, I do not talk like that.
I do not fucking, who it keeps sending me this on twitter.com? Stop it. It's not true or accurate at fucking all, okay? I will block you. I will report you to the ADL, the SPLC. I will report you everywhere I fucking can because I'm so sick and tired of people fucking.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, I will be back in
now.
just 1 second. I gotta go get my dog real quick. She's waiting to be be let in my room.
Okay. Am I vamping? Oh, good. Okay, I'll interact with people in chat. So hello everybody over in the chats. I hope everybody's having a good time on the Nerdy John stream. Now that he's away from the mic, I can say all of the slurs I want. Let's start with the N-word. Neighbor. Just kidding, not gonna say those. Okay, Maggot Edits, what did you say? You said, what's funny is I remember there were some, oh wait, we already read that. Apologies, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Props to Xylee on the clapback though. That shit was funny. Yes, I like that post a lot. Xylee, you know, you say what you want about Xylee, but Xylee's got, she, you know, she'll put on the boxing gloves with you. She'll go toe to toe, and she actually does some pretty good, she's pretty good at all of this, I guess I'll just say. I'll keep it there. There are some comments under Xylee's tweets of someone saying Floptina didn't like Xylee, and Xylee didn't take the hint, but IDK how truthful that person saying it that was. Well, that's interesting because I know that Xylee is the type to, like, if she hears that kind of thing, like to confront the person or to jump in DMs and be like, yo, like, what's up with that? So
by the way, don't mind if
also
if you hear heavy breathing. That's my doggo. She's right next to me.
Oh, doggo.
Yeah.
Pet the doggo. Hey, everybody, press like on the video if you want to pat the doggo, okay? 1 like equals 1 pat for doggo.
Exactly. Oh my God. She has your dog ever done that? Have you ever had a dog before?
Hey, Chanry.
Where they do that thing where they wrap their paw around your hand, like they're holding it?
Oh, yeah.
That's what she's doing
I love
now.
when doggos do the hand thing. Oh,
yeah.
She gets it.
She does.
Mr. Gamer stands me. I can't imagine why.
we love gay filmmakers here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, listen, John, I don't know why everybody always brings this up, okay? I never talk about it, but yeah, okay, fine, I'll say it. I am a gay filmmaker, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Are y'all happy that I said it? There you go.
We're glad that you've finally been outed.
I never talk about it. I never mention it, not even one time, but everybody else brings it up. So I guess I got to talk about it, you know?
Yeah, okay. Are you ready for the main event for today's show?
Yes. Let's see the main event. Wait a minute. Are you saying my blood sports with Peepaw wasn't the main event?
It was not. I'm sorry. It was much like clowns at a circus. It was a sideshow.
Ah.
Hey, we got the puns here. We're funny guys, eh? Anyway, remember actually, do you remember D-Max? We talked about Jalen the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she deleted her Twitter.
Jalen.
She did.
Yeah, so I saw that play out. I'm guessing you're going to show all the things.
All except for like her leaking her own address, of course.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't promote that here.
No.
Yeah, so in case you guys haven't seen, Jalen has this cycle where she starts interacting with commentary viewers way too much, right? And here's the thing, right? Especially like commentary viewers, if they know that something irritates you, they'll push your buttons, okay? Whether it's right or wrong or whatever, they see weakness, they exploit it. Jalen had
go for
another
the neck.
Yeah. Jalen had another N-word moment. Yeah. Clipped and shipped, boys. Oh no. Ember Lily, is gonna start beef with Floptina with us. Oh no.
Oh God.
Whatever shall I do about that sassy gay?
Man, we could only be so lucky.
Yeah. And this is the thread. Alpha. Jalen will be back within the hour. Sigma. Jalen will actually be taking a break. Gamma. Jalen will finally effing quit the internet forever.
I actually like that. I don't like too many. You know what? Slowly over time, I'm getting more and more love in my heart for Nicholas Diorio. He just has some takes that I just can't not help but love. And this was like maybe one of the best tweets about this whole thing.
Yeah.
ever.
Nick says, "I'm going to purge this person from everything I run." I literally think platforming Jalen at this point is like a liability, and speaking to them in general is a waste of time. It would be dope if another creator in this space would do the same, but that's out of my hands. I literally just heard an audio of them screaming their own address in a Discord call. In an ideal world, we would be able to box this person off until they either fade away from irrelevancy or literally quit. The ethical blackball.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. I mean, because I agree. Like, this person's obviously having a mental episode. So I don't think like interacting with anybody from the community is going to be like a net positive for this person. So I kind of do think that the moral thing to do in this instance is just to like leave them alone and try to like get away, and just like if they do reach out or try to interact, you just be like, listen, like you got to go get some mental health. Like you got to get yourself checked out because you're not all right. Like we're not gonna play these games, these reindeer games with you while you're acting like this.
Yeah. And so here is a clip. I just want trigger warning. There is the N-word drop in here, so if you're uncomfortable with that, glad you can mute for a bit or click off. But anyway, let's get into this.
No one else should care.
I find it just really funny that they say on Twitter, yeah, all transphobic people are pedophiles, and just being openly transphobic towards Ringo.
That's not being transphobic. I can make 41% jokes. Also, Ringo's also literally making the same jokes. Like, what the fuck you talking about, nigger? Like, what the fuck? Are you retarded?
Ooh, gamer words. Gamer words right there.
Are they on a bridge? Is PewDiePie around?
It's all been PewDiePie's fault this entire time. PewDiePie's been manipulating Jalen.
I feel so bad because I always bring up PewDiePie whenever this comes up, but it's a joke. Like it's not real.
Yeah. No, you seriously hate PewDiePie.
No, I love PewDiePie.
Ooh,
the thing from once.
Like,
you're not black. You're not black, Jalen. You're not allowed to say
To be
that.
fair,
You're not allowed to say that word. Are you
either.
racist? I am black. I am black.
Oh,
Actually.
hypocrites!
You don't know
calm down,
I am
buddy.
black,
Calm
Jalen.
down.
You don't know that?
Fuck you!
I'm literally.
Like, actually, fuck you!
Oh.
Do you want me to kill myself? Is that what your goal is?
So hold on. It's like it's coming from the chest, like this scream, this yell. Like that's when you know someone's really hurt. Like that's when you know something is like because it's not throaty. It's like full on, full chest, like just giving you the most amount of air out of whatever it is that this person's saying.
Yeah.
You know, like this person's legitimately upset. Like I don't know what the context of all of this is, but I cannot imagine getting this upset over something on the internet.
Well, this is the thing, right? No, and this is also it. No one's forcing Jalen to be in this Discord stage. She came in at her own volition. Honestly, I hate obviously the majority of the time I hate it when people try to use the numbers thing. But Jalen, you're over 300K YouTube channel. Don't let Izzy Tan with only 500 followers really get to you.
Yeah, I don't know what this like. I don't know. How old is Jalen?
She's 21.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, no offense, you know, but this is more of like I think a younger person's mentality maybe than like okay, I'll say it this way. Not, you know what, because I won't put that on like a certain age. Let's say it's an immaturity level.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to understand that like the bigger you grow, the more eyeballs on you. And people have differing opinions of all sorts of varieties and shapes and forms, you know? And you may perceive them as being hypocritical to the point to where it even upsets you. But the thing is that like we're all different, You know, we all have different opinions and things like that. And you should understand that there are maybe some people out there that might disagree with some takes that you have. I don't understand why this is a thing that you need to be depressed or mauled over, or like, you know, start doing like chest exercises with your breath for, you know?
Yeah. And let's listen to the rest of this.
Yeah.
You people are literally driving me
How is that
fucking
Michael?
insane.
The-
Day by day.
What the hell is wrong with
Day.
you?
Jalen, listen.
Do you want me to do this?
Jalen,
Oh my
listen.
god, why would
listen.
you say that? Why are you going crazy? Why are you malding? Why are you having a breakdown? Like, that is literally your intention. That is what you're trying to do. Because
My
you
intention on
apologize
Twitter
about
was
it.
to racial
Because you
'cause
enjoy
just
it,
called
because
yourself
it's
a pedophile,
pleasurable to you,
which is
because
funny.
you're all fucking sociopaths, and you all fucking feed off of it. It's fucking psychotic,
All right.
and I can't fucking handle it.
All right.
3
So,
fucking
all right,
years of
so-
this shit. Every
all right, just
fucking day.
Jalen, leave the internet. Just leave. Go outside and touch some fucking grass.
Or like
For
this is-
Christ's sake.
This is the thing, right? Oh god, I'm sorry I sound like Shanry now. Here's the thing. No. But seriously. You can make commentary videos and not be in the commentary community. There are people like Leon Lush, Moist Critical. And I know people like to say, well, they're not really commentary. Because people have this like narrow-minded view of what commentary is. But no.
It's like capital C commentary.
Yeah, you can make drama videos, okay? Like, you can make drama videos while not being in the commentary community. It's perfectly viable to do. Like, I understand Jalen has a few friends. Well, then just, like, privately, like, have, like, a private group chat for them, right? And then just completely ignore commentary from now on. That's what you... She has a girlfriend, for
person just
Christ's
seems to be
sake. She
mentally-
should really spend time with the girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, Maggot Edit said Jalen is way too terminally online. She needs a fucking break. Hopefully they'll stay offline for a bit. I mean, it's just so obvious. Like, looking at the tweets, because I don't follow Jalen, but like the tweets show up every once in a while just because other people like a thing or whatever, retweets. And like I tried not to engage because I tried to engage at some point, and what I learned pretty quickly was that a lot of the people who are fans of Jalen's are from a very similar, I think, perspective and worldview, and they just these are like I don't mean this to be mean or to be rude, because I would talk to any of them, but they're not like I don't want to say they're not big thinkers. They're kind of like overthinkers. It's like
overcomplication of things.
Yeah, they're too fart smelly. They smell their own farts. Like, it's like that South Park
Exactly. Like, they
where
moved to
go
San
California.
Francisco. Yeah, and they just
Right. And then they take a wine glass, fart into it, and then smell it. Like, that's what a lot of these people in these types of perspectives and communities do. I say this as a gay filmmaker. I mean, like, it's not that they're like wrong necessarily with their intention. It's just that they believe this. So, and the other problem is too that, like, when you're in this online space where you know that is your focus, you're looking at like LGBT issues and things, social issues of that variety. You're looking at some of the most horrible, heinous, terrible shit constantly, so that you can have the best takes that you can possibly have, or whatever the case is, right? Oh geez, we get clipped.
Oh yeah, we
What is
got
this
clipped.
clip?
We got clipped by Ember Lily here.
Oh god. Is it my blood sports?
Fucking make me, all right? I am so sick and tired of
No,
all this
it's you
drama.
doing the Floptina gay impression. Also, we have a caller.
That's a good
how you say that? Wee wee. Yeah, I think.
Wei?
Wee wee. Wei. How are you doing, wee wee? How are you doing?
Oh wait, it's me. It's me, by the way.
What is it?
Oh, it's me, by the way. It's Gibdo.
Oh, hey Gibdo, how's it going?
Oh, get.
It's going. Hold on, let me just set up my mic real quick.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Well, so I mean, just to cap off the Jalen stuff though, like I think the thing with Jalen is that, like, it's obvious. Like, you just don't engage with her. Everybody out there, that's my advice. Like, just leave Jalen alone. Like, it sucks. Like, it's terrible that like somebody can be like that toxic. you know, and like could probably even poke towards other people.
Thing about Jalen. It's kind of relating to old drama a bit, but you know
Ladies
how
and gentlemen, welcome.
you know how Keemstar and Pat God have that new podcast.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, her and another gameplay commentary YouTuber, Cheeto, called into the show and they talked about the drama that they've had. If you don't know about Cheeto did this video a couple months ago where he was crying that he was crying that a streamer made fun of Christians. And he was super offended by it because he's a Christian. He's a man of God. And he hates when people make fun of Christians, but then he makes fun of trans people. And this is the Jalen problem. Like, Jalen will literally... Like, he kind of has the opposite problem of Jalen. Like, Jalen will literally call a black person the N-word. In a very hateful way, by the way. But we're not supposed to make trans jokes towards them. In the same way that a Cheeto makes trans jokes, but we can't make Christian jokes towards him.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was in a similar place to Jalen.
Were you trans?
No, not trans. I'm not trans. It has something to do with like being in a situation where you're being made fun of and you're worried that your reputation's gonna get like completely shattered because that person said something embarrassing about you. You feel me? And I had an experience where I was just mauling, like just extreme, like just mauling over the fact that someone called me a weirdo clout chaser. They don't know me, but I didn't think about that because I was completely blinded by this fear of like losing all respect. And then ironically I just started doing some shit to cover it up that just made me lose a little bit of respect. And I don't know if you or the chat will hate me for this, but there's one time where without thinking, I did what Jalen did and said the N-word. I'm sorry.
To a black
if you
person?
hate me for that,
oh my gosh.
If you hate me for that, it's like, yeah, that's like a stupid thing to do, and I ended up hating myself for doing it.
No,
and they
look,
started holding it over me. They started
Well, hold
holding
on,
it over me afterwards. It was a stupid ass mistake, a stupid ass
hold on.
decision to make.
Yeah, hold on a second. Like, here's the thing: is I don't have a like, you know, saying the N-word isn't great, but it like
false. It is great.
Well, yeah, it depends on who you ask and what live stream you're on. No, no, but like here's my thing: is that like I think, you know, saying the N-word is not great. Like, you shouldn't say the N-word, especially publicly, because people hear it and then it's like a bad thing, whatever. Like, I have a nuanced take on the N-word. I don't really particularly care if people say it or not. My problem is not that Jalen said the N-word. It's the fact that, like, because the N-word is more of like for gamers out there. It's a personification of what the like intense, like the most intense anger or upset that you can be. You're just trying to say something that is the most outrageous so that you can like get that out there, because in the 21st century, you know, saying fuck is not all that surprising or interesting. It's not really even a curse word anymore. You know, so much so to the point to where it's like shit. Like, you can say shit on TV and it's fine because it's not a curse word because everybody says it, right? So it's like, you know, the N-word actually is now the F word. So all I'm saying is that, like, I don't think any less of you for saying that. You know, you saying that, like, oh, that was wrong, I shouldn't have done that, is good enough for me to say, hey, you know, people make mistakes, people say things they shouldn't have said. I'm not upset by it. You know, I'm like 5% black or something last time I checked for my
Ancestry.com says.
Yeah, Ancestry.com, that was the one. So I mean, like, whatever 5% of me that would be offended by that, I don't give a shit, dude. You can say whatever the fuck you feel like. It's what's in your heart, not what's out your mouth.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm like I'm 0.001% black, and you know, that gives me justification to say I have the pass, guys.
There you go. We all have a pass.
Yeah.
You get a pass, I get a pass. Sive Morton gave me a pass one time. That was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I have that still saved somewhere. Anyway.
See, guys, certified pass.
That's right. From Sive Morton himself. So, well, then, I'm sorry, I was forgetting your name. What was it? Gibdo. So then, Gibdo, like, what, like, so you can relate to Jalen in this instance?
Yeah, a tad bit. Just like,
okay.
Yeah.
How did you get better? Or did you get better?
Are you still molding right
did get
now?
better. It was literally just like, yeah, it did get better. So
Okay.
it was, yeah, it was actually like a few weeks ago actually that happened actually. So it's like,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm glad you seem to be doing a little bit better. Would you say that it was just time and just like some perspective? Because that's what it
yeah,
seems like
was-
for
yeah,
Jalen.
kind of. And I just started posting on like IG a bunch of like things that I think would have helped me, like some like not quotes, but like some pieces of advice that I think would have helped myself
Mm-hmm.
a little bit that I think other people might find. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Well, can you think of one of them? Like just one of the advices?
Like it's like one of them was like sometimes you just got to swallow your pride and respect everyone. And
Based.
then there was another one saying like, oh, if you want to live good, if you want to earn respect, don't do it on Discord.
Based.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
you know the people who I respect, the people who subscribe and like the stream.
Subscribe and like the video, everybody. for
Yeah,
more,
yeah, I might
helpful
like
tips
you.
this. God, stop.
Look, we
Well, that's
gotta be
cool, though.
shows.
It's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
cool though, Gibdo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
give
just
them.
looked in chat. Someone said that it would be like that Jalen was morally grandstanding and doing that stuff, and then that was what made that a problem.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
It's the hypocrisy. I understand from that clip it's the hypocrisy that's the issue. It's just that everybody's going to be looking at, you know, Jalen yelling and screaming, and that's going to be the news from this rather than like the substance of whatever argument that they were making. And this is, I think, the thing that Jalen just doesn't quite understand is that like if you fancy yourself the good guy in whatever moral debate you're having, this is not something the good guy does. Or
Yeah,
good girl, I guess.
Yeah,
Don't want to misgender.
Yeah, I just like look like Jalen thinks everyone. This is the problem too. Jalen thinks everyone's out to get her, and that's not really the case. It's like most people are just like poking fun. Like 90% of the people who like go after her are just trying to poke the bear. They're trying to make fun of her, right? They're not seriously trying to go after her. But like she goes about it way too well, if that makes sense. Like
She's an easy target.
really easy target. Honestly, I'm not even saying don't make content anymore. Continue making content, but just don't interact with people
Yes.
unless you actually know that they're your friends. Like spend time with your
Yeah, if you have
girlfriend or something.
300,000, like I get it, you want to grow still, but like you don't need a Twitter. Like you could just have a private Twitter if you just want to interact with your friends or whatever. Like I used to be the person to say like, oh, it's pussy shit when you ban somebody from your Twitter or like you mute them or whatever. Like I used to be that guy, but now like it's like, hey, we all have lives we want to live, and we don't want to just like walk around being angry. And as much as I would love to say like, oh, just control your emotions, like you don't have to be angry if you look at something you don't like I get it. Like it's hard for certain people in certain circumstances, certain, topics. So it's like, hey, like I don't think anybody would like blame you if you just started, if you just, called your follow feed or, started muting people or blocking people even. Like people would, take it as an L. They would do their little thing where they screen grab it and then go, oh, look what I did. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But that'd be like, what are they going to do past that?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, and this is the sad part. Me and you aren't the first ones to say this. Like, here's the thing. You know why? Nick's been like this? Because Nick's talked about this. Nick and Tommy have been trying to help her since she was like a 60K channel with stuff like this.
I mean, how long has this been? Like, it's just weird to me too when people have been online for as long as they have and they don't know how to like figure these things out, It seems pretty common sense after a certain point when you're making content for so long.
Yeah. This is going on for a couple years now. Honestly, like, sure, same D-Max. I used to be the same way. I would never block anyone, just block people that are bad for your mental state. That's easy. Oh, Nick is 100% done. Yeah, true, Mac. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the show today. And, given the clown accusations that have been brought against me and D-Max, I thought we should end this off with Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, shit.
It's going to claim the stream,
down to
but...
clown until we're dead in the ground. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank
Let's
you for
fucking
joining.
pound some Fago and let's go.
Yeah. and get a car full of fat chicks. Thank you for joining me on this one, D-Max. Have a good one.
Have a good one, Nerdy John.
Oh, God.
D_Max_HS.
Yeah.
Follow
Make sure
me on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, and make sure you check out D-Max's Twitch as well. D-Max, you can find him on there real easy. Anyway, take care, guys.